present at this meeting. Prof.
Yes, my lord, the fourth defendant was represented in court on the last
Yes,
day
I
that
remember.
the matter came up. Yes, and
yes.
I'm sure he got that information.
Yes, I specifically made sure.
Yes.
I spoke to him. I said to I was even asking that was a DFS. Why didn't they carry their lawyer along when? Anyway, I think this is where we are. What about Longji? Sabo Longji is not here.
Longji locked in. I heard him. He came on board. I don't know what has happened.
Okay. Is there anyone from the Ministry of Justice? Okay. So we may just proceed. So where we are is that in the last two sittings, there were indications that on the 10th of March 2025, there were indications that there is a renewed move to settle the matter out of court. Otherwise, before then, what we're talking about was for the Learned Senior Council to file an amendment to reflect the judgment on admission that had earlier been given. And then there came the settlement moves. And before now, we were carrying all the four cases along side by side. But by the last adjourned date, which was, I think, 18th of March, I'm not sure, there were now differences as regard. We now had to start calling the cases one by one. And I saw that terms of settlement was filed in all the four cases. The reason we didn't take the terms, we didn't adopt them on the last adjourned date was because there was an indication that Prof was not served, or he did not have an idea of the terms of settlement. And I thought we should hold back and have everything together at the same time. We adjourned to yesterday, to 22nd of June. And by 22nd, the other three matters, parties adopted the terms of settlement, and it was remaining this one. Mr. Hudson held your brief, Prof, for the fourth defendant, and he had your instructions, not to go along with the settlement because it was probably would have the tendency to embarrass the court in his language, and to, of course, point out clearly that you are not privy to the terms of settlement. Incidentally, the representative of the Bokos local government whom you represent, the representative was present in court in person of the DFS, Director of Finance and Supply, and I asked him why the lawyer was not carried along, because he said they were invited and the chairman of the local government was in attendance at the meeting. And then looking at the terms of settlement that was filed, I also noticed that it was signed by Honorable Amalau Samuel, who is the chairman Bokos local government, and also signed by Mr. Ishaya Malo, the Permanent Secretary, Plateau State Ministry for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. But I also saw that Chief Kutu signed as counsel for the claimants, all the claimants, and the Honorable Ayum Solomon signed for all the claimants. Sabo Longji, Director Civil Litigation, signed, and then Honorable Ephraim Usman, Honorable Commissioner, Plateau State, as well as Chairman Bokos Local Government, but I do not see any endorsements by learned counsel for the fourth defendant. And that's been the reason why we didn't go on with it the last time. I thought we should handle this one separately. Let's hear what you have, what's going on really. And then we'll now take it from there. And I knew that coming all the way from Plateau State would have been a problem. That's why I said we should do this virtually. So that is the update so far. So,
yes, my lord. Can I speak, my lord? Since the adjournment was done at my instance.
Yeah, this is Prof, right?
Yes, my lord.
Kwede. Yes, please go ahead.
Lord. Yes, my lord. I appreciate the opportunity to address my lord virtually. Of course, coming all the way from Plateau, given the security challenges have always constituted a problem for us. So I appreciate this opportunity.
Yes.
First and foremost, my lord, I noticed from the terms of settlement that has been filed before the court that there was the first defendant, Honorable Hagai Mikes, died, and this court there was a motion to substitute the first claimant, which was granted. And the terms of settlement is still in the name of the deceased claimant, Hagai Mikes.
Okay.
Yes. That is the first observation. That's the first observation that I thought I should point out to the Honorable Court, to my lord.
Yes.
Secondly, my lord, I wrote a complaint or a letter to the Honorable Court stating very clearly
has been substituted by order of court.
Yes, by order of court. Yet this terms of settlement is still in the name of the deceased, the first claimant.
Yes.
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 Secondly, my lord, I informed the court via my letter that I was not, I'm still the counsel on record. All along, this settlement has been done without involving me. I've not been debriefed. I don't know what happened, but I was not involved in the settlement. And as my lord has observed, my name is conspicuously absent from the list of those who signed the terms of settlement.
Yes.
And then, my lord, I noticed that from the terms of settlement, there's so much, the terms of settlement leave so much to be desired. And I have cause to raise concern. First, let me address my lord. We had considered the sum of 90 million naira, which the court entered as consent judgment.
Yes.
90 million naira. And then subsequently, as my lord will see from the terms of settlement, the council has admitted that the sum of 240 million naira was paid. I don't know on whose order that sum was paid. The matter was still pending. Between the court, we considered the sum of 90 million, I think 90 million, 300 and something thousand. And somehow, without the order of this honorable court, the sum of 240 million naira was paid between then and when this terms of settlement was arrived at. I don't know whether my lord can hear me.
Yes, I'm taking note. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes, go on.
Yes, my lord. So 240 million naira was paid as against 90 million naira.
Yes.
And I also observed that in the calculation of the interest from the terms of settlement, in the calculation of the interest, the 10% interest,
yes,
the entire interest was calculated from the said sum,
yes,
from the period that this matter was filed. I think a 10% interest from September 2021.
Yes.
Until they said June 2025.
Okay.
And in calculating the interest, 10% interest,
yes,
the interest did not reckon with the 240 million naira that had been paid. And of course, the terms of settlement did not state the period within which what length of period this 240 million naira had been paid.
Okay.
Yes, so 240 million naira had been paid, and yet 10% interest was calculated covering the same period, September 2021, covering the same period we had considered and paid 90 million naira.
Okay. I see your point.
So the interest, the total claim was 122 million, my lord.
So you are not in agreement with the calculation made in the terms of settlement?
At all, my lord. It raises a lot of it raises a lot of issues. It leaves so much.
Thank you.
And my lord will find that
Yes.
I want to submit to my lord that my client was not properly the fourth defendant who purportedly signed on behalf of the local government, was not properly guided. That is my contention. He was not properly guided.
That's why he should have been here. I specifically requested his presence. That's why he should have been here.
He was not proper. Yes, my lord, he was not properly guided. And for whatever reason, he chose not to involve me, because if I were involved, I would have raised all of these issues.
Okay.
This is government.
Okay.
And my lord,
Yes.
Additionally, my Lord,
Yes.
you will find that the fourth defendant considered the sum of 100 million naira as general damages.
Yes. Let me take a look. Where would that be?
Yes, in the terms of settlement, page three of the terms of settlement.
Yes.
Yes, my client considered 100 million naira as general damages.
Yes.
And then he proceeded to also concede the sum of 25 million naira as course of action,
Yes.
having considered 10% interest, having considered 10% interest on the entire sum.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord will observe that from a claim of 122 million, a sum of 809 million was arrived at. 809 million naira.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, my Lord will also notice that when we consider the sum of 90 million naira upon which consent judgment was entered, there was no order that any interest be paid on the set amount.
Yes.
There was no order as to interest. And so, my Lord, when my client proposed to admit 10% interest, it becomes something curious. It's so curious, my Lord. It has made any person watching the proceedings to become curious about this type of
Yes.
and so, my Lord, is it reasonable for a client who has considered 100 million naira damages to proceed to concede 25 million naira as cost of action? I ask the question, what constitutes cost of action in this matter?
Okay, so Mr. Prof, I think at this point I will have to stop you because these terms of settlement are supposed to be terms to which you are privy and you are involved in the discussions. That is my I mean that is my presumption. But you now raising this point,
Yeah.
you are saying what you are saying in essence is that you were never privy to all these discussions.
At all, my
Discussions
Lord,
lead.
I was not, my Lord. And if I was, I am sure, my Lord, I would have properly guided my client. This humongous figure would not have been arrived at all. For a claim of 122 million to blossom to 800 and something million makes the settlement very curious, my Lord.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will want to hear from Chief Kutu at this point.
Yes, my
Thank
Lord.
you. Yes, Mr. Kutu, Chief Kutu. Your microphone is muted. Can you unmute it so that I can hear you?
Hello, can you hear me now, my Lord?
Yes,
Yes,
I
my
can
Lord.
hear
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry, I thought I had. No, my Lord, I have listened to Professor Kwede's submissions, and I am very shocked, to say the least, for a counsel of this level and stage at the bar to begin to make such kind of sweepy conclusions. First and foremost, he raised a letter dated 4th May 2026, 4th May 2066, addressed to the registrar of your noble court, my Lord. And he raised issues. He raised issues without even copying me. And he raises the issue of professional rules, which, of course, we know where he's heading to. Very, very unfortunate, to say the least. When you are writing a letter concerning someone, you copy him. Number one. Number two, this is the second letter Professor Kwede wrote concerning this matter, and he never addressed, he never copied me. The first one was a petition to the president of the National Industrial Court complaining about venue. He was overruled, and with the magnanimity of my Lord, the president of National Industrial Court, he wrote me and attached a copy of Kwede's letter concerning the matter and asked me to respond. It is upon my response that my Lord made a decision that the court, indeed Court 3, should hear this matter. Now we proceeded. Just after the first appearance of Professor Kwede, he never physically appeared in the matter anymore. He was sending our friend Odeniton to stand for him. Number 3, terms of settlement within the purview of Order 42 is very clear. I am the claimant. My interest for my client is to ensure his monies are paid. Further to that, when we file our processes from the beginning, we tabulated the interest and general damages and cause of action without even knowing there was going to be a settlement. We were willing to prove it. Now, in the wisdom of the fourth defendant, at a point in their defense, they admitted owing certain amount of money, to which we moved the court to enter judgment, which my Lord justifiably did so. Now, when the defendants approach us, they approach us as state government, wherein the Ministry of Justice was fully represented. Was to be fair, even raise the issue, where is Professor Kwede in this matter? They told me, since the government is there, it is in fact the Ministry of Justice that decide who appears for which local government, that it was not within my purview to raise it. If my Lord looks at paragraph 4, page 4, particularly page 5, of the terms of settlement, where Sabo Longju Esquire signed for the AG and then for defendants. He signed for the defendants. The chairman of Bokos local government that engaged Professor Kwede signed. All that Professor Kwede succeeded is doing is a vituperation to no end. I dare submit, my Lord, that the questions he is raising is belated. Is belated. And most importantly, my Lord, in the calculation that he made reference to, particularly paragraph 3 of the terms of settlement, they are not outside the claims of the claimants. They are not. Now, what is Order 42 saying? My Lord, I refer my Lord to Order 42, Rules 3. My Lord?
Yes.
Yes, Order 42, Rule 3 of the National Industrial Code rules is saying the terms of settlement shall contain the names of the parties, contain the names of the parties which we complied with, the suit number and the heading, terms of settlement, stating the terms and conditions we've complied with. 3C, the amount of money to be paid and the mode of payment shall be stated clearly. We've complied with that. It went on to Rule 4 to say the parties or their representative. This is disjointed. It's not compulsory for the representatives to be there, but if the parties or their representatives execute the terms of settlement, it suffices. We have complied with this. All I was waiting to hear from Professor Kwede is that my client is not aware and he did not sign. If he had said that, then the issue of ethics, professional conduct would have come in as he cited. He didn't say that. And I am grateful my Lord did say from record that the last sitting, my Lord was able to extract from the Director of Finance and Supply of Bokos Local Government, the fourth defendant, as to whether the fourth defendant's chairman did sign the document. He said yes. And whether he was aware, he said yes. Where is then the problem of the claimant in this matter? Let him tell us if he has issues with his client. It's a domestic matter within their purview to settle. It's not to yoke the court. And for supplicate, my Lord, when I had his grievances, I called him. Professor Kwede is listening to me. In the presence of my head of chambers, DJ Ngusen, and I apologized to him that, ordinary, but this is what happened. I told him what happened. He said, no, it's not my fault. The fault is with his client who didn't carry him along. My Lord, I have a limitation in compelling a defendant who has chosen to bring in a counsel, and at the process of the journey, he chose not to bring him along. And indeed, my Lord, the draftsmen of the rules of the National Industrial Court in operation as at today envisage this situation, that something could happen, the party to a matter may choose not to carry his counsel along. They are the owners, my Lord. They can debrief us at any time, whether they debrief or not. By their conduct, you can easily deduce where their mind is. I'm not saying they have debriefed Professor Kwede, but it is a question Kwede is supposed to bring on his client, not in the process and proceedings of the court today or any other day. As far as the terms of settlement is concerned, he's saying he is among us. We asked for a monthly interest. Monthly interest, my Lord. Monthly interest from September 2021 to June 2025. 46 months. We justified it before the panel that sat over the matter. All the chairmen were there. It was not just Bokos local government matter. It was a holistic. We took them. In fact, Bokos on was taken first. Bokos was taken and then the others. The chairman was there with one other representative. I don't know whether it's a DP or whatever, but somebody was there with him.
6 cases.
We treated each case one. In fact, my Lord, we met more than 8 times before arriving at this point. Is it not also curious, my Lord, to ask this question?
And not
Why?
one of the 8 times was Professor Kwede present.
My Lord?
I said not one of the 8 times was
None,
Professor
my Lord.
Kwede.
None. That is what I'm trying to say. My Lord,
Yes.
is it not also curious? That is where I'm coming now. That Professor Kwede, since we adjourned this matter to the point terms of settlement was entered, has he ever inquired from his client what was going on? Has he ever inquired? If he has not, is it not an oversight and omission on his part? He cannot ask us to go back to his client to ask questions he's supposed to ask his client. In fact, my lord, payments that were made, shockingly, even that 90 million he claimed they conceded, was paid without his knowledge. He never knew. We only informed Odeniton. So I am wondering where Professor Kwede is coming from on this matter. What does he intend to achieve? Is it that, my lord, I want to know, my lord, with due respect, is Kwede saying they should set aside the terms of settlement until his name, or amend it until his own name appear on the terms, or is asking for the setting aside of the terms of settlement? So he should come with the rules of court that enable him to bring in this obnoxious, innocuous, very unprecedented legal thoughts. Because it is completely outside the purview of legal practice, whether by judicial precedents or by the rules of this court. I have never seen where, because I would have been very happy if Kwede will sincerely on oath say that his client is unaware and he didn't append his signature. Then I would have owed the court, and in fact my friend Kwede, an apology. But as it is, I am interested in protecting my client's interest, and I pursued it with the vigor I could muster within the ambit of the law. The rule he cited, let him show us, I showed this court, my lord, one rule that we violated. One, it's not just picking just anyhow. It's condescend on the rules of court, which is the guide, is the compass which parties are supposed to use to arrive at the end of justice. So let's not go on a wild goose chase. Because these are pedestrian issues he raised, very pedestrian, with the greatest respect, my lord.
Please, my lord.
Thank you.
So, my lord, I urge my lord to strike out the submissions he made. My lord, I'm still on. Can you please listen to me? My lord, I am still speaking, my lord. My lord has not stopped me from talking.
Lord guide, the use of language, you can't call pedestrian, please.
There are pedestrian talks. They are pedestrian mean matters that are not within issues arising from the facts.
Can I be guided?
Learned gentlemen.
Yes, my lord.
This is it's not your regular court sitting.
Yes.
And even when we are in court, you all know that I always prefer to go the way of peaceful resolution of matters. No matter how mundane, I always prefer that we resolve it amicably. And that is why I am always welcome to the idea of settlement if the parties can agree. And when it comes to settlements, just like where parties can, I have seen, but I think the thing is, because we were taking these four matters hand in hand, and we thought one of them would work for the others. We had made that mistake even in the past, even when it came to trial. We always found out eventually, erroneously, that, we didn't even consider the input of Prof. or Adeniton, who was always in court with him. And then maybe sometimes they will raise a point of order that they had a contrary opinion. Usually when Longi makes a submission on behalf of the defendants in one of the matters, whenever we are looking at it from the point of view of applying the same principle to the other matters, Adeniton was quick to raise a point that
that's true.
Look, we do not agree with that point. The fourth defendant has a different view. And that is the way I also view the matter relating to these terms of settlement. Professor Kwede, I understand your sentiments as regards basically the fact that you were not involved in the settlement discussions, which is, to be honest, I consider that very unfortunate because, I mean, if you are representing the fourth defendant, you are representing them for all intents and purposes. And that also includes settlements. They ought to have carried you along. And if I remember well, before this last adjourned date, the adjournment before it, when I came to the realization that you were not even in the picture of the terms of settlement, I deliberately did not even take the other ones. And I thought perhaps this time we will have all of you come around so that we can thrash it. I was happy to see the DFS, but apparently he was not properly briefed. He probably did not know so much about the matter. He said he did not attend the meeting, the settlement meetings they attended at the
Of
government.
course. Yes, my lord, of course. That is all that has happened.
And I asked whether the chairman was in attendance, and he said yes. And if you look at my records, I said the ruling I gave just before adjournment on that day, I said, in view of the apparent disputations on the circumstances and details of the terms of settlement proposed for adoption, it has become expedient for me to call the following persons to join a virtual meeting on Friday, 26 June 2026 at 12 noon. 1. Professor F.M. Kwede. 2. Chief G.M. Kutu SAN. 3. Sabo Longji. And then 4. Chairman Bokos Local Government. And any other officer that will offer useful information. This order serves as hearing notice. Now, that is where we are. Unfortunately, my order doesn't seem to have been given any regard because the DFS was here in open court, and he heard, and I told him specifically that I wanted to see the chairman of Bokos Local Government in the virtual meeting. And I also told the state council who appeared on that day, I think Deme, SG Deme, I told him that that I wanted to see Sabo Longji. Because I want to, Chief GM Kutu does not represent the government of Plateau State. He represents individuals. And then you represent the local government. Now, the persons who obviously have they are the main actors, they are the main players in the events leading to the execution of these terms of settlement. They are the ones that are not here today. I mean, I would have been happier if the chairman of Bokos Local Government, even though it appears as if I'm delving into your private enterprise, because I am also curious to know why Professor Deme was not carried along in this settlement process.
He controls his phone.
Yes, can you mute your mic if you have a different conversation?
Sorry, my lord. I think it is Sabo that is struggling to speak.
Is Sabo with us now? Well, as I was saying, Sabo has because he is signed, and if he says he's signed for all the defendants, he needs to give me reason whether perhaps he had forgotten that while trial was going on, there was always a repeated reminder that the fourth defendant situation didn't always go along with the other defendants since they had their own counsel separate. Unfortunately, Longji is not here. The chairman of Bokos Local Government is not here. And with whatever money was paid, I believe, emanated from the coffers of the Plateau State government. I can see that the Commissioner of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, as well as the Permanent Secretary, are signatories to these terms of settlement. Claimants Council signed for, and then Ayum Solomon signed for all the claimants. Now, if Sabo Longji says he signed for the defendants, it leaves much to be desired. I think there's need for clarification in that regard. I think that there is need for a round table between all that involved. Of course, Chief GM Kutu, you are the main person. You are you are the claimant. You are representing all the claimants, and their interest is paramount to you. And you all agree this is a court of justice and also a court of equity. As a matter of fact, if we needed to intervene, to mediate in this matter, we would have done so. We wouldn't have completed the mediation process without involving counsel on all sides. So in as much, yes, I understand what you are saying about compliance with the rules in terms of amicable settlements, parties being in agreement. But the posture that has always been put before me, prior to this time, has always been that, look, in 378, it's a different scenario. The fourth defendant has a different counsel. And we have always respected that and recognized that. So the same should have played out in the course of settlement, that, look, they have a different counsel, fourth defendant. That is when it becomes satisfactory that all parties have agreed. And even if they have all signed and it comes to the point of adoption of the terms, and somebody says, I am not in agreement with the terms, we cannot move beyond where we are.
As God pleases.
So, yes, I think it is important. Mr. Chief Kutu, I'm not hearing you, so you may want to unmute so that I can hear you.
Okay, my lord.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My lord,
Yes,
the duty of complying with my lord's specific rule order in the court
yes.
of that day is to ensure is on the part of the applicant, a man who petitioned and raised a complaint and has a counsel that held his brief that day. I expected Professor Kwede would have dutifully been informed to ensure that his client comes in. So it is his duty. He is the one raising the issue, and he is yet to do that which my lord asked him to do. Yeah, this is exactly where we are. And I think the Ministry of Justice, Sabo, is around. I think Sabo, if Sabo is hearing me, can you please come in now? Unmute yourself, Sabo, if you can hear us. It's from your phone. You have cancelled your own this thing. The meeting and the video is showing from my phone that it's from MUJ.
Professor Kwede, can I hear you?
Yes, my lord. In all of what counsel, Leonard Senior Counsel has said, he has not responded to the issues at all. He has not responded. He is talking about we have talked about calculating interest far beyond what is expected, including some that have been paid for. He has not.
It does not lie in your mouth, Professor Kwede.
It raises a lot of ethical issues. Ethical issues, moral issues, moral and ethical issues. You can't be talking about this thing. Even a bystander, even a bystander cannot allow this type of. You are learning senior counsel. You cannot. You have not responded to the issue.
My lord, I think as
a senior counsel, your use of language, you don't use uncouth language on me, my friend.
No. What you are doing is unprofessional. Because if you have
issues, professional about it.
Deal with your issues at the level of your client first.
There's nothing like my issues at the level of my client.
Lord, can my lord ask whether he has spoken to his client since the last sitting? For once, and what is the response of the client?
The court defendant was represented in court. That is an order of court. It's an order of court. You can't be saying that Longji represented all the defendants.
Can you please talk?
Can you listen to me?
Yes, my lord, I can listen to you.
Wait a minute before you speak. Listen to me.
Yes,
you say the details and the content of these terms of settlement. It's not within my premise. I am not supposed to be part of these terms of settlement. It is whatever you agree that you bring to me and you ask me to enter as terms. And if one party is not in agreement with it, I have no choice than to listen to that person And it is not, this meeting is not for us to discuss. Can you listen to me, please? This meeting is not meant to discuss the details.
Exactly.
He has raised concerns, but I am more particular about the propriety of the procedure and then the events leading to these terms of settlement. And I asked a question even in open court: why was counsel for the fourth defendant not included in this discussion? I think that is what is more important. So, Mr. Longji, you are. Let me take your appearance.
Yes, my lord. Sabo Longji, my lord. Director Civil Litigation, my lord.
What you should ask this client?
Appear for the first, second, and third defendant. Sorry for joining late. I've been hearing my lord all this while, from the beginning of the conversation till now, except that I couldn't speak out. Maybe the problem is from the technical view from my lord's registry. But I've just been allowed to join.
And your appearance is for the fourth defendant?
No, first, second, and third.
First to third.
Second and yes, first to third.
Okay.
Yes,
so I have I'm glad you said you have heard everything said.
Everything, my lord. Everything, my lord. Everything. I've followed, my lord. From the beginning, I've followed all my lord has said, all Professor Kode and the counsel to the first claimant. In short, at a point in time, I wanted to bring the Commissioner of Local Government Efficiency Affairs also on board, because he's also a signatory to the terms of settlement.
The commissioner is on too. He's listening to us. He's on.
Okay. I wanted to do that, but because I represent the Local Government Efficiency Affairs, my lord.
Okay, so now, Mr. Longji, you remember that while these matters were going on, as far as ABJ 378 is concerned, there has always been the peculiarity that the fourth defendant was represented by counsel separate from the state counsel.
That's correct,
isn't it?
Yes, very well.
Has anything changed? Has anything changed?
Not to my knowledge, Jekufai.
So
not to my knowledge.
The terms of settlement in 378 shows that you, Sabo Longji, Director of Civil Litigation, signed for the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Plateau State for the defendants.
Yes.
So does that signature you appended, is it a signature you have signed for the defendants?
Yes, my lord. My lord,
I'm sorry.
my extent of my signature represents only the first to second and third defendant.
Just a minute.
Because the fourth defendant,
Yes.
the fourth.
Kutu kana ce wawa ba?
Na magana da wani ne daban, not you. Are you speaking Hausa in the proceedings? I thought somebody is talking.
Have you not spoken Hausa yourself?
My lord, may I come in here, because I think Kwede is out for something. Let him be specific. If he has issues with me, let him be very clear. But if it is professional,
we're talking about legal. We're talking about.
He should be very mindful.
Have the floor. Allow Longi to address the court.
Somebody stepped in and you are talking, and I was addressing that person. Please be very, very watchful of what you say when you are not the one with the floor. Allow the person talking to talk.
Allow the court to take charge of the proceedings. It's not for you to tell me. Allow the court to take charge of his proceedings.
The fourth defendant for too long.
Mr. Longji.
Yes, my lord.
My lord,
yes, I'm there. Very well.
Did you sign for the fourth defendant?
My lord, I didn't sign for the fourth defendant, but I signed on behalf of the first, second, and third defendant, but the fourth defendant, the chairman was present when those documents, and he signed as representing the fourth defendant. Was not as counsel to the fourth defendant.
The chairman of the Bokos local government was one of the people I requested should be at this virtual meeting today.
Yes.
And he is not here.
Because there is an attack. Let the Alex who is here. It's him.
Is Alex here?
It is
because
let him just who should have done that. Why is he not for problem?
No, I think Prof should have
exactly
been the one to bring the fourth defendant. That's the chairman of the
exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
He has not been debriefed. So
yes, he's still the counsel.
My lord, he is to bring the fourth defendant. It is his duty to bring the fourth defendant, my lord.
No more.
This is the truth.
When my lord made this order,
it has come to a point. I made an order yesterday. Professor, I made an order, and the DFS was in court. The fourth defendant, Adamu Ayika, was, represented the Director of Finance and Director of Finance and Supply, represented the fourth defendant in court on the last adjourned date.
Also from my own record.
I even spoke to him. I addressed him. I asked him. I put a question to Ayika. I said, Ayika, representing the fourth defendant, why did you not carry your lawyer along? And Ayika said, when the case was going back and forth, the chairmen were asked to go to the Ministry of Justice and Ministry of Local Government Affairs to discuss settlement. That was what gave rise to these terms of settlement. I wasn't part of the settlement discussion, and I don't know if our lawyer was there or not. All right? And then Axel, who held the brief of Professor Kwede, said we were not part of that settlement discussion. And then that was when I made this ruling. In view of the apparent disputations on the circumstances and details of the terms of settlement proposed for adoption, it has become expedient for me to call the following persons to join a virtual meeting on Friday, 26 June 2026 at 12 noon. 1, Professor F.M. Kwede. 2, Chief G.M. Kutu, SAN. 3, Sabo Longji. 4, Chairman Bokos local government area, and any other officer that will offer useful information.
Exactly.
So it is clear that coming here today, we want to clarify why, whatever reason, why was Professor Kwede not
carried along?
Involved? Why was he not carried along in this settlement, considering that he had represented fourth defendant from the inception of this case up till now? As a matter of fact, he held a brief for him on the last adjourned date.
My lord, may I submit with the greatest respect that no matter how much time we take today, we may not arrive at the final conclusion in the absence of the chairman of Bokos local government.
Now,
I urge my lord to accommodate us again, to accommodate us yet another adjournment with a direct order to Professor Kwede to bring his client at the next sitting, whether physically or by visual, preferably physically, will be before my lord. Because I do not understand why we will be going back and forth because of a simple matter. If he is so serious about this thing, let it be his duty to bring his client. After all, it was the chairman that briefed him.
My lord, my lord, the order of my lord is very specific, directed at the chairman. Directed at the chairman to be at this meeting and not for Professor Kwede to bring his client. They know what they have done behind the scene, my lord, with all due respect. They know. Yes.
Oh my God.
They know, my lord.
Kwede,
My lord can read between the lines.
Are you not in talking terms with your
client? Can read between the lines. I'm telling you, my lord.
So
they know.
Are you not in speaking terms with your client?
Okay,
That is
so
not your
now
business. That is not your business. It's not your business whether I'm speaking term. It's not your business. It's not your business. You know what you have.
About me. It's my business.
Can you defer to the court?
You know what you have done
defer
behind
to
the
the court,
scene to
please?
show his presence in my absence. You know what you have done.
Can you defer to the court? The court is in charge of these proceedings.
As the court pleases, my lord, I'm sorry.
As court pleases, I'm sorry, my lord.
You know,
We're sorry, my lord.
is my townsman.
So I take it.
And he's my
I
colleague.
take it as
so
disobedience.
He's trying to pull.
I take it as disobedience. I take it as disobedience to the order of court that the chairman of Bokos local government has refused to appear
as court pleases
in this meeting. And the only reason why I am giving courtesy and still holding this conversation is because I want to be able to, I want everyone to come to a conclusion on the matter. We need to come to, there must be a closure. It's either we are going forward or we are going backwards.
As
we
court
cannot
pleases.
stay on the same spot forever.
As the court pleases,
you didn't sign for the fourth defendant. Then it means that it is the chairman of Bokos local government that signed for the fourth defendant, isn't it?
Yes.
As the court pleases.
Yes. Yes, my lord.
Okay, I'll be with you for. Where is paper?
Check the. I want to know whether the time will be free so that.
Any other case file there, they just bring out. So it means it's the chairman of Bokos local government that signed for the fourth defendant. Now, the claimants have had the opportunity of being represented by Leonard Senior Counsel, who has appended his signature as well as his stamp on the process.
As the court pleases.
On the terms. Unfortunately, the fourth defendant has not had that opportunity. Whether rightly or wrongly, what is good for this goose is good for the gander. Sabolongi represents the first to third defendants. Chief GM Kutu represents the claimants, and Professor Kwede represents the fourth defendant, except if there has been a change of counsel, none of which has been brought to my notice. And his objection to these terms of settlement cannot be ignored.
My lord, if we are to follow the rules with the greatest respect, my noble lord, if we are to go by the rules of the court, we have satisfied the rules of the court. But we are saying, as much as we sympathize with my brother Kwede, my brother Professor Kwede, he has all right to raise his grievances. But all I have always been saying, my lord, and I'm still saying with the greatest respect, is, has he been able to reach out to the fourth defendant's chairman to find out whether indeed he signed this thing? If yes, what is his response? The chairman is not here, and Kwede is not willing to respond on that. I move, my lord, to adjourn this matter to a day that my lord will order for the attendance of the chairman to be brought by Professor Kwede.
There is an order already. There is an order of court already. There's an order already. There's an order. Yes.
My lord, who is to bring him? Who is to bring the chairman, my lord?
He's the defendant now. He's the one that has been sued.
My lord, the defendant is represented by Kwede. If Kwede, my lord, if Kwede is still representing the fourth defendant, it is a duty as counsel to reach out to the defendant's chairman. But if he is not representing him, let us know.
That is not your business. That's not your business. It's not your business. It is not your business.
It difficult to reach
the
out
court,
and bring
the court has met an order. The court has met an order.
An order cannot be met
the fourth defendant.
Vacuum.
The fourth defendant was represented by the DFS.
My lord, may we be clear as to who is to bring the chairman of Bokos local government, my lord. It is important so that we don't repeat this scene today of the absence of the chairman.
There is an order mandating the chairman to appear. So it's not who should bring in. That's not the order. You want the court to vary his order.
Who else is supposed to convey to the chairman?
The chairman to come.
Mr. Kutu.
My lord, my noble lord.
Listen to me.
My lord, I'm
Listen to
listening.
me, Mr. Kutu. The chairman, Boko's local government, is the person who signed these terms of settlement
Yes, my lord.
On behalf of the fourth defendants.
Yes.
And I have ordered, and this is the terms of settlement they have said I should adopt and enter as judgment. Professor Kwede's name is not here. He has not been, he was not involved in these terms of settlement. And that is why he's raising this objection. Now, yesterday, the chairman of Boko's local government was not in court, was he yesterday or whichever day?
Exactly, he wasn't in court. And that is why we expected.
The DFS was here.
Yeah.
And I gave him, and I put questions to the DFS pointing to, I even specifically told him that he should tell the chairman of Boko's local government that I want to see him. We have a Zoom meeting. First of all, the question we should ask, which I cannot even, it will be when I'm making my order that I will have to give the directive.
May we get some assistance from the Commissioner for Local Government? It appears he has joined us all along. From what I have seen in my...
No, I think the appearance of a commissioner is not going to make any difference. It's why the chairman, the person who signed, he can't.
I don't.
He's a signatory to the decision. He was in the meeting.
It's not about the meeting. We have gone past the meeting.
My lord, I don't know if I can give an opinion or suggestion about how to go about it, my lord.
Yes, who is that?
Sabolonji, my lord. I want to give us an insight about how to handle it. It is not in doubt that up till this moment, Professor Kode is still representing the fourth defendant. It is not also in doubt that at the last adjourned date, Professor Kode was in court, whether himself personally or a counsel from his chambers. Ordinarily, Professor Kode would have been asked to bring his client.
Exactly.
But in case we don't have that, I can undertake that at the next adjourned date, so that we don't go front and back. I will undertake that at the next adjourned date, I wouldn't
even give Professor Kwede the responsibility of bringing his clients.
Hello, my lord. I will contact.
Why, my lord? Why, my lord?
Yes, the reason why is that already there is a problem. The fact that Professor Kwede's name
was what I wanted Kwede to
bring out. Of settlement.
My lord has gotten it exactly
on his own.
But he's not willing to admit that there is a communication gap.
Can let us allow the court to address us?
No, my lord has addressed us.
I'm going to still give an order that in fact, this time around, I'm going to ask all the signatories to this terms of settlement to be present in the next meeting. It's going to be virtual also, and then the additional person to be present will be Professor Kwede.
As God please.
Chief Kutu, are you
my noble lord, my very noble lord?
Yes.
I will never disagree. I said my lord, I agree. In fact, if I don't even have the number of Amalau, the chairman, I would have even called him myself. But my brother Longji, he will make efforts too.
Sabo Longji and then the commissioner, whoever, that he has an office. If I had, I wouldn't be able to reach above Professor Kwede. Ordinarily, Professor Kwede would have been the one I would have sent to.
He is the one. He's supposed to be the one. The right emissary. But, the right.
By the way, this is just in passing.
Can't take benefit without liability now.
This is just in passing. Professor Kwede, are you in touch with your client?
My lord, I don't want to say I am actually not in touch because of the issues, because when I realize this, I raise the same issues I'm raising, and my clan is not willing to address why he considered, why he went into this term. He's not willing. Yes, my lord. So I cannot be asked.
Then?
Yes, I'm representing the fourth defendant, and if we have a misunderstanding on account of concessions, illegal concessions, you are just doing this thing. We'll get there. Because there's so much to these terms of settlement. I can say so without equivocation.
Well, I'm going to make an order for the attendance of all these persons, including the chairman, Boko's local government. And honestly, I will take it very seriously if he doesn't show up, because I don't know why the chairman wouldn't be here.
No.
So, when do you want us to meet?
My lord, if my lord will give us about 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
20th July is good.
Come again?
No, I won't be.
July
20th.
Well, I can meet
20th.
wherever I am.
Yeah, you go.
July
20th is convenient for us if it is convenient to my lord.
No, it is not. I'll be attending a program somewhere. I won't be.
Very well, my lord. My lord's convenience then. July ending.
Can we do? No, I'll be on vacation now. You don't want me to enjoy my vacation.
No, my lord. How dare I? I dare not.
Can
my lord deserves all the rest.
17th of July, 3 p.m.
July 17.
It's
okay by us, my lord.
Friday.
It's a Friday, go.
3 p.m.
That's a Friday.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
I not say 3 p.m. We are coming from the village. I prefer to leave just that day.
No, it's virtual. It's going to be virtual.
Now you don't have to travel.
Okay, that's okay, my lord.
My lord, what date, my lord?
Okay, what about 16th? 16th, which is Thursday.
Okay. Thursday, Kadua.
In the afternoon.
It's okay by us, my lord.
Yes, in the afternoon is good.
Is it 3 o'clock, my lord? Oh, 2 p.m. Very well.
Which is more convenient
2 p.m., my
for
lord.
you?
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Okay.
2 p.m. is convenient, my lord.
Okay.
We are grateful, my lord.
Yes, let me
let my lord rule.
Oh, I thought it had not ruled.
No, my lord has not ruled yet. You and your friend.
Don't mind, he will buy me point and kill today. The fish. Been talking about with him. He's trying to buy me that fish today. He will buy.
You and your brother and the chairman are all from the same place.
He's our brother. We are all
brothers, my lord. The chairman.
That's why I reach out to Kwede
and Professor. All of them are from the same place.
As a friend and as a brother. Truly, I wish Kwede knows what happened there. I protected his interest. It was, and I was going to act beyond my call. But what can I do?
Professor,
let's discuss this outside of the courtroom.
No,
we can talk.
I thought we were off. Okay.
Yes. My lord has not ruled.
Okay, that's okay.
Brothers, the chairman in Buka.
Longji, keep quiet. My lord is still ruling. Wait, Longji, haka kake? So, we're learning every day.
Is it possible?
Najika.
Is it possible?
Najika sign for defendants, Anang.
To defendants. Now about defendants, but go down defendant, but defendants say, "Look, me 1, 2, 3, talk about defendants." What?
Answer 1, 2, 3, 9. Answer defendants.
Joe, Attorney, I want to represent defendants.
I'm not going to anyway, cut them for that, but I'm sure. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Come on now. At the end, and the mother moon yamun. The Ganama, Katin, the Matnica, being the share. Pedete, Marquis sort of cocoa.
Unfortunately, the chairman of Bokos local government is not present in this meeting, despite having been ordered to be present. It is therefore apparent that we cannot make much progress today. It is ordered that the following persons join the court on a virtual meeting on the 16th day of July 2026 at 2 p.m. One,
as the court pleases.
Chief G. SAN, Professor F.M. Kwede, Sabolong G. Esquire, Director Civil Litigation, Chairman, Bokos Local Government, claimant's representative, and then the representative of the first to third defendants, and then the representative of the fourth defendant, which of course is the chairman, Bokos Local Government. So the other one would be perhaps the commissioner and the PAMSEC, those who signed. So that's why I just left
as the
it
court
open.
pleases.
Defendant's representative. So see you on the 16th of July at 2 p.m.
As the court pleases, sir. We are grateful, sir. I'm sorry for taking my Lord's time.
But I want to advise that as much as possible, since you have commenced this process of settlement, I think the door is not shut. You can still go back to the drawing board, have the necessary discussions, involve Professor Kwede, and tidy it up. Perhaps by the time you come back, Professor Kwede would have been better informed, and willing to. But it depends on what happens. So see you on it. Professor Kwede, did you hear me?
Yes, my lord. I'm listening. I'm all ears, my lord.
Yes,
I wish my Lord wonderful weekend.
Time, my lord.
Yes. Yes, you should go by. I've always known you to be friends, because you
Very well.
fight and you still go back to becoming friends. So I think this can be sorted out.
We were called mates with Leonard Sick, but somehow I don't understand.
And you're also brothers.
No, I'm sure you get to
There was
understand.
a chicken he said he was giving me when he was made the Dean, Faculty of Law, University of Jos. He has held onto the chicken with a white goat.
Okay.
Perhaps that is why he's trying to attack me, not to ask.
We are very grateful, my lord. I have a very pleasant weekend.
I hope you are able to resolve the matter in the end.
Well, Lord, the matter is resolved already. Yeah, it's resolved. Okay. We wish my Lord great weekend, my Lord.
Do have a nice weekend.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go on.